Hello and welcome to another of my Trinity teachings. This is lesson 3.3. Let's see. First off, this one is on Wortcunning. And as I said once before in my other videos, the spectrum color is green. Also, Wortcunning means potion making, basically, in case you're wondering. Also, basically, also includes herbology, knowing your herbs, and all that. Okay, let's see. Let's look at my notes here and see what I can talk about. Well, first off, basically, doing this, you have to know your herbs. Know how to do it, know how to follow a recipe. Let's see. First off, I'm going to suggest a couple books which are good at this. This book here is actually just a book. See, any book on herbs, spices, or anything like that, because a lot of, how I do mine is I raid my spice cabinet. Because actually, a lot of spices you can find at a normal grocery store and that. There are some specialty ones you will have to go to the places for, but anyway. This book here, The Complete Book of Spices, A Practical Guide to Spices and Aromatic Seeds by Jill Newman. Good book for identifying. I mean, you can identify some spices in here is actually what it is good for, but there are going to be some that are not in here, I just say that, but, and I might add it's for cooking mainly, so it's not going to have anything wicked in it. This one, however, called Herbal Magic, which is Guide to Herbal Enhancements, Folklore, and Divinations, by Garina Duns, which I think is how you pronounce that. I'm not sure. Oops, I was thinking her name. Anyway, it's called Herbal Magic. Actually, a very good book. It's got, let's see, lore behind a lot of different types of behind the different types of divination with herbs, information on different herbs, spells to do with different herbs, lore on different herbs, names, the different names, like some have botanical names, then they have actual names, then they have names and we name them, wicked names. So let's see, there's some spells you can do with them in here. Actually, stores where you can get some certain herbs, like online suppliers you can call to get specialty. Let's see, it talks about tea leaf divination, but then again, different things you can do with different types of herbs. Let's see, which herbs are poisonous. Yeah, that's a good thing also. When you're doing herbology, Wortcunning, all this, know which herbs are poisonous. Know which herbs are dangerous for certain people or certain animals to ingest. If you make a potion for somebody, get allergies. Some people may be allergic to certain spices that you may not know about. You may want to know this. Let's see. Love potions is probably a common thing some people will ask for. Believe me, I've made a couple. I might add, when you make love potions, and if they're designed for a specific person, and someone else uses it, unforeseen consequences could happen. Not to you, but to them. Believe me, I've had that issue. Let's see. A little backstory on that one. I made a potion for my friend, Eric. Remember my cousin? My cousin took it and drank it instead. Because Eric was having a bit of a blue state where he didn't want to date nobody. And my cousin is a horn dog. And he lost the one I gave him. So he took Eric's. And Eric kind of really gave it to him. He drank it and ended up gaining the aspirations of someone very, very undesired. Honestly, I don't remember how that ended. I think he ended up just avoiding the person until it went away. I honestly don't know. Anyway, but when it comes to potion making, there's also herbal healing is a type of healing. So if you do Wortcunning and herbology and that, you can also probably break into that. Then again, making potions from the elements or money potions or stuff like that. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. Herbs are used in a lot of different potions. Also, I may add, if you've ever heard the, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard it, I forget exactly, the Double Double Boiling Trouble song. Talks about Blindworm's sting, owlet's wing, adder's fork, eye of newt. I might add you, those are actually plant names. Yes, actually, one moment, I will pull up. I have on my notes right here. think this is it. Yeah, here you go. Let's see. They are all plants. Eye of Newt is a... let's see. It's a type of flower. Adder's Fork is a type of fern. Tongue of Dog is another type of flower. Mainly known because of the way it wags in the wind. I don't get how that goes with tongue. More like tail, but... Anyway, but yeah, those are actually plants. So this book, as I was suggesting, fills you in with some of the names of those plants and how you can tell the difference. Let's see. Also has different herbal spells in here. Used for some of them. I mean, some of these, there's a lot of herbs that aren't in here, but when I say that, I mean like really, really hard to find ones. I mean, there's actually a lot of those in here, but I mean, there's some you probably locate that you'll probably never see, you won't see in here. And you can always look those up online, or other things, like it tells you the element, the planetary ruler, things like that, type of plant, perennial, and all that. It's for growing also. I have a chart, which I forget exactly where I found it. I remember looking at plant meanings and stuff on Google, and I found it. It's a very, very long list of different plants and herbs, and their uses, gods and goddesses that go with them, elements, other names for them. Believe me, there's a lot of different names for a lot of different herbs. There's the olden names that were given to them. What was it? I know a ginger root has or ginger in general, has a different name, an older name that it can be called by. Then there's ginger, and then they have different botanical names, and then they have the Wiccan names, and then they have the common names. Believe me, there's a lot of different names for these things. So it's best to, if you're going to learn this, make sure you learn the varieties, because believe me, there's names that you're probably, I mean, I went searching for an herb that, number one, I was pronouncing wrong, until I finally went to an occult store that I knew of and said it, and first they corrected me, which was good because I forget exactly how I was pronouncing it, but it did not sound right. It just sounded very wrong. Anyway, and they finally corrected me and also referred to me that I was using the old name to it, but then again, the book I was reading was an older version, so a lot of people call them by different names, so you might want to learn these. Let's see. If you know how to do this, I mean, you can make many things. Potions, incense, oils, for many different purposes. So, I mean, it's actually, and a lot of people sell them, so it's actually, I wouldn't say lucrative. Divination can be lucrative too, if you do it for people, like I do, but anyway, that's another lesson. I don't know much more on the subject that I can tell you. I mean, I do some, I admit, I've made my potions, but I haven't gone through some really links yet, so it's still a subject I'm green on. Really bad pun. So, but anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to learn more, there's plenty of places to look up online. If you have questions, as I say before, leave them in the comments, or comments you want to leave, yeah. So thank you for watching. Until next time, keep learning, and goodbye.